very warm welcome here on Canal English for our newscast. Good evening, I am Elie Smith. The headlines. Today is the 24th and the Christmas preparation has reached feverish peak, and we'll be taking you all over the countries. But for your reminder, Christmas is not only a matter of celebration within the urban councils of urban areas. We shall be taking you around the country to show you that Christmas is for everybody, even those in the rural areas. That was the main headline today in our newscast on the 24th of December. We'll be going straight to our main story here today, which is we begin it on a sad note here in Douala. A few hours to Christmas. Well, we'll be beginning it on a sad note because few hours to the Christmas celebration, and accidents have begun in Cameroon's economic capital. This commercial bike rider narrowly escaped death in the Camp Yabasi neighborhood this afternoon. He was hit from behind by a lorry and was helped out of danger by his colleagues. That is an act of solidarity within this festive month, and we have to be very careful because Christmas also brings a lot of reckless driving. We'll be going straight to the northwest region where our reporter there, the rural areas have not been left out of the euphoria of Christmas, he tells us. That is why our northwest regional correspondent took a step out of the urban city to see how villagers in Bafut are gearing up for Christmas. Anye Collins, Anye.
Bafut is a subdivision on the outskirts of Bamenda. This rural area has its own rural atmosphere in preparation for Christmas. Canal English descended on Bafut on market day this Wednesday. Like in any other market, all revolves around buying and selling, with the peculiarity being the prevalent type of merchandise on this eve of Xmas 2015. Clothes, shoes and toys for children, cosmetics and variety of foodstuff for women, while the men who have already financed their households have retreated to some liquor houses, especially the locally brewed palm wine, from where they speak.
Very highly for the Christmas event. I'm a prince. As such, we have a lot to prepare for. We have put in order all the chickens, the goats, the pigs, which we will slaughter on that day to enjoy. However, it's a high event and we hold it in high esteem.
Preparing very high. Our children have come back from school. They are with us. They ask us to buy them dresses, shoes and so forth. We are preparing for that. Chickens, pigs and so forth. We are preparing for us.
Well, however, Massa, Christmas long gone. We used to acknowledge Christmas when we were very very young, but now it's the children's stuff. But actually, I've tried my best to enable my kids happy. So I've tried my best. Everything's okay. Everything's waxing stronger.
This old man is seriously weaving the well-known traditional regalia in the northwest region at the Manji Square, as if the Christmas fever meant nothing to him. Also, this shoe mender, directly opposite the market, is seriously mending the old broken shoes of those who cannot afford new ones for this Feast of Nativity 2015.
From Bafut in the northwest region to Loom in the Mongo division of the littoral region, where we have news that the market there in Loom is flooded with all kinds of goods, those for Christmas celebration and also those for foodstuff, and business seems to be succeeding for traders at the Loom market. For more, D. Morin has the details.
Markets now appear busier than usual as the population prepares for Christmas. It is the case for the Loom market in the Mongo division. Also, the foodstuff from plantain to cocoyam, rice, Irish, vegetable are exhibited in abundance even on the ground. Traders say it is the moment to make huge sales. The livestock section, especially where fowls are being sold, is scaring most housewives. This because the price of chicken has doubled.
This chicken costs 10,000 CFA francs and I'm still refusing 7,000 CFA francs. This is because feed is expensive.
As alternative, housewives have gone for beef and fish, whose prices have remained stable.
The price of beef has not gone up. A kilogram with bones sell at 2,400 CFA francs and a kilogram without bones sell at 2,800 francs CFA.
On the street, hawkers and naval shop owners are showcasing discounts in an effort to entice as many customers as possible.
From the littoral province or region to the southwest is just a bird fly, it's not very far. And there we have news that streets have been transformed into makeshift markets because of Christmas and the demand is very high. Crystal Catala in the details.
Barely few days to go for the end of year feast, preparations have entered high gear in towns and cities of the southwest region. Some streets have been transformed into markets and so taken hostage by traders and buyers. The high demand of foodstuff and basic commodities have made prices skyrocketing. In a bid to fight against the high cost of living, the Ministry of Trade, through the Southwest Regional Delegation of Trade, has been organizing promotional sales of basic commodities in Chico, Limbe, Boya and Kumba.
I like to buy because the price is cheaper than the one in the store. You see, so I buy here, you see there's a difference from here and the one in the store. So I come here to buy some 1 or 2 items. You know, when the export is here, we like to buy something cheaper than to buy something here. That is why I found my Okada. I'm a Okada man. So I found my Okada to come and buy something to go and give my family in the house. I started to buy here because I discovered that the prices here are a little bit cheaper than the market. It's better to buy here. That's what I discovered. The price is much cheaper.
During this periodic market, housewives and other buyers are getting foodstuffs at giveaway prices. All these strategies will enable the population to better spend Christmas and New Year.
And back here in the littoral region, preparations have reached feverish pitch. And it is a moment that Christians are excited and want to immortalize this period. It's also a moment for high trade. Most businesses are going to make it big at this period. D. Morin once again explains us something we might all know, which are promotional sales.
A kilogram of beef with bones at 2,000 francs CFA and a kilogram of beef without bones at 2,400 francs CFA. The price of beef and other goods of basic necessity has dropped during this festive period. Here at the explanades of the Regional Delegation of Trade for the Littoral, housewives are streaming in with hopes of satisfying their families. Each time there is a market here, I come and buy the essentials. To achieve this goal, the Ministry of Trade has signed multiple agreements with some companies. We are selling at cheaper rates. People who don't have time to visit supermarkets come here. The tariff practice are homologated prices by the Ministry of Trade with the aim of fighting against high cost of living. I guarantee you that this year the prices have really dropped. The homologated prices is to enable housewives buy in accordance with their pockets. The Regional Delegation of Trade has waged a war against price speculation.
They turn their eyes toward the skies for salvation. Refugees from the Central African Republic are yearning to return home, whatever the outcome of the presidential elections in that country. Our reporter, Kejang Henry at Tembe, was in the Yokaduma refugee camp and now reports on the ordeals of the refugees.
After spending 2 years in Cameroon, splattered in various camps, displaced by sectarian conflict, refugees from the Central African Republic are all praying to regain their fatherland.
We are in one of the refugee camps in the Buba and Goko division in the east region of Cameroon. In fact, we are about 3 kilometers away from the town of Yokaduma, and we just came here to experience what these refugees from the Central African Republic are going through. In fact, this is a threshold period where they are preparing elections, and they are saying that if elections are done well, if there is peace and stability, they might go back to the country.
Some 158,358 Central African refugees currently live in Cameroon. This is one of the refugee camps at the gateway to Yokaduma in the east region of Cameroon. The camp harbors about 500 refugees. Life is not at all easy for them. Atshata is the wife of the deputy coordinator of the camp. She recounts their ordeals.
They are saying that if elections are done well, if there is peace and stability, they might go back to the country. But the main problems that they are facing in these camps are certainly the fact that, one, they don't have a job. Two, they are running into trouble with the forestry department because they are obliged to log for wood so that they can use, to cook food. And again, there is the problem of integration with the local communities.
I met with one of the coordinators and a group of refugees. They were all mourning the loss of the wife of the main coordinator of the camp. As they turned their eyes towards the skies for salvation, the refugees from the Central African Republic are yearning to return home, whatever the outcome of the presidential election. At a prudent distance, one can read from a banderole at the entrance of the camp: registration for the elections to replace interim president Catherine Samba-Panza. According to the refugees, they want to go back home, whoever becomes the new president, for no one feels comfortable and better in another one's country, they all lamented.
616 million CFA franc is the 2016 budget of the Wabane Council in the Libialem division of the Southwest region. The budget was unanimously adopted by councillors of the municipality and will serve for the rehabilitation of earth roads, provision of potable water, and rural electrification. For more, Crystal Katala.
The 2016 budget of the Babaju Council has witnessed an increase as compared to that of last year. This time around, the budget stands at 550 million francs CFA, witnessing an increase of 18.49%. We think this budget is different and unique. We have deliberated at length, and we are going to continue working hard in order to reduce poverty in this area. This budget will be used to carry out investment projects in the Babaju Council in the year 2016. This will fall in the domains of electrification and roadworks, the construction of schools, and the provision of potable water. More emphasis will be placed on the domains of education. We have cited 60 educational establishments to renovate. In the town of Babaju, some road construction projects are ongoing, and works on the town hall, according to reports, will be completed soon. The budget session took place in the presence of the divisional officer, Pierre Ateba.
And this from one budgetary session to another, the Dibombari Council has voted an ambitious budget of 1.4 billion francs for the 2016 financial year, without opposition from councillors during an ordinary session on December 23rd. Kejang Henry Atembe sat through the session and compiled this report.
The 2016 budget for the Dibombari Council has been voted at 1.4 billion francs CFA. This was during an ordinary council session of December 23, 2015, chaired by the senior divisional officer for the Mungu, Toma Una. With its semi-urban and semi-rural status, the Dibombari Council, according to its mayor, will scout for resources from multinationals that have extended their filials to his council area. Prior to the budgetary session, the mayor of Dibombari Council, Chief Frederick Ngime Ekolu, recounted the 2015 achievements of his council executive: the construction of a council building, a cultural center, innovation of health centers, and the grading of a 4-kilometer earth road to disenclave some of the villages of the municipality. The 1.4 billion budgetary projection, according to Mayor Ngime Ekolo, would be directed mostly towards providing social, health and educational services to the people. The council boss blamed the difficult times of 2015 to a drop in the prices of petroleum products at the world market, as well as the delay in providing revenue by FECOM.
You may have corrected it for yourself, but we are coming back to another story, that is Wabane. Wabane, as you all know, geographically is located in the BLM division of the Southwest region. They have voted a 616 million CFA franc as 2016 budget of that council. The budget was unanimously adopted by councillors of the municipality and will serve for the rehabilitation of earth roads, provision of potable water, and rural electrification. We go back with Christelle Katala.
The Wabane Council in the BLM division of the Southwest region of Cameroon in 2016 will function with a budget of 616 million francs CFA. The amount was unanimously adopted by the councillors of that municipality during the session. According to the Mayor Isari Keto in 2016, emphasis will be laid on improving the living conditions of the local populations. Priorities projects of Wabane in 2016 include the rehabilitation of earth roads, opening of a rural road, provision of potable water and rural electrification.
And the session was smooth, even though with a lot of questions, but everything went well. And in this session, you find that the budget adopted, we have 54% of it is set aside for investment. Because being a municipality that is very enclaved and is striving to survive, to develop, we need to set aside a good chunk of our budget for investment.
Speaking on the occasion, the senior division officer of the BLM enjoined councillors to work as a team in order to foster development in the locality. Simon Kwemo says they should be more aggressive in tax collection in order to meet up with their target.
Embark also in income generating activities. It is possible. The council can create farms, and particularly in this council area where you have palms that do well, you have some food stuff that can easily be farmed here, and that can bring in additional sources. We have also advised and instruct the executive to make sure they get the workers in charge of revenue collection.
The municipal magistrate, on his part, reiterated council determination to embark on new sources of revenue for development to follow.
A day to Christmas, it is already Christmas for others because Cameroon's legendary musician, Douleur, or his real name's Alexandre Douala, popularly known as Douleur, is back after almost a decade. But this time around, as we told you yesterday, he is back with a bang. Steve Fonkam was there at the Bercy Musical Hall and brought back this report.
Just like all wine that bonifies with age, Cameroonian music icon Alexandre Douala, popularly known as Douleur, demonstrated once again after 10 years of absence on stage in Cameroon his know-how. Douleur Ngila-Moto, as he's popularly called too, thrilled his fans as he took to playing and chanting spellbound melodies of old embedded in his immense and rich music gallery. Hit songs such as Mbake, Namala, Mademoiselle, Shame, Lambola Tamba, among a panoply of hits, were revisited, including his very latest I Am Not Boko Haram with star Bukutsi artist and multi-award winner Manibela. The female Bukutsi icon who mounted the Douala Bercy stage with pregnancy lauded her collaboration with Douleur.
Ça a été un immense honneur pour moi de participer à ce projet avec mon père.
It is an immense pleasure for me to be part of this project with my father and elder brother Douleur. When he called me to take part in this project, I was so happy, and it is a pleasure.
De porter ce projet ici à Douala-Bercy, ce n'était qu'une évidence.
Same emotions for young urban sensational artist Dynasty Le Tigre, who on the same night was awarded the prize of the Masculine Voice of the Year at the 2015 Balafon Music Awards.
Le public a été génial. C'est ce genre de public que j'aime.
This public is wonderful. It is the kind of public I like because I do music that is to be listened to. The adults here listen to music.
Les adultes, ils écoutent la musique.
Though disappointed by the poor attendance at his concert, given his aura and about 10 million CFA francs said to have been disbursed for communication, Douleur remained grateful to God.
Le public, le peu qui était là, vraiment.
The little crowd that was present tonight overwhelmed me, and my spirit and mind have kept record of this.
Il n'y a que mon esprit et mon cœur qui gardent ce genre de souvenirs.
Cameroonian local artists Andy Jemia and Franco also contributed in making the party blissful. The next stop will be in Yaoundé on the 30th of December 2015.
Out of Cameroon to Kenya in East Africa, the police chief of that East African country, that is Kenya, Joseph Bonet, says this week's thwarted attack on a bus in that country was the handiwork of a wing of Al-Shabaab that has now decided to join the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. Mr. Bonnet said Al-Shabaab, which is a Somali-based terrorist organization, is now split into two groups, one loyal to Al-Qaeda and the other to the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. It is on that sad note from Kenya that we are running off our news today, but we wish to, on behalf of the staff of Canal de English, we are wishing you here a Merry Christmas in advance, and tomorrow, God willing,